Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Dax here. I thought I'd make this video expanding upon uh, my previous video on axe handles and how much I love them as training tools. Now I'm going to get into the different types of training products that you can get out there. I remember when I first started, it was rather difficult to navigate all these different options that are out there that you can pick from, and it can be real costly if you're just buying whatever, throwing your money out there. So I'm gonna get into the pros and cons of each. So most people either use wood or these polypropylene um, type products. Um, Once again, I really like these axe handles. You can distinguish, the edge. When you want to use the flat, the tip is also better if you actually want to make contact for thrust. I'd rather get hit with this as compared to this pointy end on the polypropylene. None of these have flex, so um, I have sparred with them, but you probably want to have the right training gear. Always wear eye protection at the very least, or a fencing mask. But I'm talking about for your chest and for your arms and stuff like that. Getting hit by these is not the best feeling. At the extreme end, you got metal trainers, right? Once again, these are great for demonstration, right? They make the cool sound with other trainers. So for videos, they're nice, but I personally wouldn't recommend sparring with these tough metal trainers. Um, Now there is one company called Native Clan Training Blades. I would check them out. This is a Filipino Compilon example that I bought from them, and these actually do have a real nice flex to them. Okay, so if I was gonna spar with these uh, these plastic trainers nowadays, um, I'd I'd check these guys out if this is the route you want to go. Uh, so me personally, for one-handed swords, I really like um, boxing sticks. Okay, for those of you who don't know, usually coaches use this so that people they actually punch these, they slip, right? If they get hit, it's not too bad. These have a nice toughness to them, but yeah, a little bit of flex, and they're just great because they're usually pretty comparable, right, to most bolos, machetes. You know what I mean? It's not too far off from most Filipino one-handed swords. For knives, I really like these cold steel products. Uh, these rubberized plastic. Um, they flex, especially for my style knife work. That I do a lot of thrusting from historical European dagger martial arts, such as the German sources, the French sources. We do a lot of thrust work and stabbing, and these are great for sparring, especially here in Miami. That gets super hot. You don't have to wear that much training equipment. We hit each other with these all the time. Yeah, they do hurt, but not as much as getting hit with a stick or plastic, a hard plastic trainer. Um, Now, um, there is metal daggers that you could get. This is kind of a custom one that I built from Zen Warrior Armory, and these also have flex, a nice blunt tip, right? Great feel, right? Obviously a little longer because they're more the historical French daggers, um, and I really like these. But once again, you got to have the full training equipment. Always at least have goggles or fencing mask for eye protection. But especially when you get away from these soft materials, you definitely want at some type of vest, even a sweater, can help absorb. A thick sweater can probably absorb some of the impact if you don't have money to buy a tunic or a proper fencing jacket. A thick sweater will do. And then last, I want to talk about small swords, just because to me small sword is one of the best trainers for getting good at your thrust work, and it's really relatable to dagger. I tell people this all the time. Not that many people see it, but people get really big into dagger, like Kyle, my buddy. He's got a German dagger fencing DVD. Check him out. He highly also recommends small sword. So I'm gonna get into some small sword trainers. This one is at the lower end economically. This is the Leon Paul model. Very simple design, okay? But this is around like 70, 80 bucks and stuff like that, right? But it's not bad, okay? It has a little bit of a canted grip. So if you're into sport fencing, transitioning over to HEMA, you'll be, used to this. Is kind of very similar to the French grip, right? This one is actually a little straighter than the French grip. But personally, I like the trainers that have complete, historically accurate grip that's completely straight. Okay, this one is also made by Zen Warrior Armory. Great company. Definitely check them out. This has a musketeer blade, right? So what I use, these are more for like the Spanish style system that has the cuts. You can use them for spadroon as well. A little bit less of a flex compared to the Leon Paul, right? But it's good to have both, right? This one is better for absorbing cuts, actions. So once again, if you're doing Spanish small sword or spadroon, I highly recommend the musketeer blade. And if you just want to work on your thrust work, right? Leon Paul. And there's another company out in Serbia that I just ordered a small sword from that also has the epee blades, called Feather Small Swords. I'll be doing a review on their product when it comes in, because they're just absolutely beautiful products. So I'll be looking forward to that. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gives you the pros and cons and helps you better decide which trainers are better for you. Obviously, I think that having a little bit of each kind of gives you a better grasp. You know what I mean? The hard trainers are not going to give you any type of bind. That's one thing. Whereas sometimes these padded ones and even like leather trainers can give you a bit more of a bind when you make your parries. So that's another thing you might want to think about. And they also sell serrated steel simulators. I haven't tried those, but maybe in the future I'll get some and I'll do a review on those as well. All right, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.